Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sparkle here. And, well, today we have reached 2000 consecutive login days. It's been a long journey. I've started playing on September either 8th or 9th, in, I don't know, around 3 or 4 in the morning. I was browsing the App Store for Civilization 6. Um, or was it Civilization 5? Because Civilization 6 didn't come out yet. Not entirely sure, but I was looking for an RTS game, and I stumbled upon Rise of Civilizations because it was Rise of Civilizations back in the day, and so I've stuck around, and it's been almost 6 years. Yeah, 5.5 years in three months from now. It's gonna be 6 years. We're gonna have a anniversary, 6 years of the game. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna go over my account. I'm gonna talk about the early game. Well, the early game as it was back in the day, before KVK and whatnot. Go through my history in playing this game. Uh, but yeah, I started in 1029. Believe it or not, it was the 29th kingdom that the game has ever created. But nowadays 1029 is not dead. It's run by a YouTuber, I think. Even MF was there a year ago before he retired and sold his account. So my original initial kingdom is doing very well. Mm, yeah, then I migrated to 1027, and we had our first KVK in May of 2019. We faced 1030, which were a very active and very popular Osiris League kingdom. I think they got the second Osiris League title because it was always between HKO, JWM, which were from Kingdom 1059, and Kingdom 1052 with OV. You know, I was those were back in the day the top three alliances slash kingdoms. That were the favorites for Cyrus League winners, and we ultimately lost season one. But then for season two, we faced OV. They just they had won Osiris League, and we faced them, I think, or maybe that was season three, which was still on the season two map. I don't really remember anymore because it was so long ago. But I mean, I've migrated to a couple of different kingdoms. One of the kingdoms that I had been a part of was Dragotian's project in 1916, before he retired, because I don't think he makes content for the game anymore. He had some surgery, health reasons that he, I think, stopped playing the game. And yeah, but I mean, I was having a lot of fun in the beginning, when the game was still new, 2019, 2020, even with Attila and Takeda, which were quite broken in the day, you know, 2020, 21 as well. But as the years progressed, and they added more stuff SOC technology, which is just a pure pay to win advantage, because if you don't spend any money on technology, you will really get destroyed on the field. So you're very much incentivized to spend money. Otherwise, your troops get demolished, and you're not really having a great time. And we play these games to have a great time, so you're like heavily incentivized to do so. Which I don't think that should be the case, honestly. I really think little games having implemented SLC technology the way it is, it's not beneficial for the game. It's very bad for the game because it's a like a it's a pay to win wall that you can't really grind your way through it. You have to spend money, and it's like not a amount that you can like it's not like a casual amount of money that you have to spend, because in order to like max out your technology, you have to spend upwards of, I think, like 1,300 to like 1,500 bucks, which is it's not a trivial amount of money, as I said. So that really puts like a big disadvantage um, between like people who spend a lot of money and like even like low spenders like myself. It really puts us at a disadvantage. And well, let's say you don't like gonna max technology, but you still have to spend at least like 400 to like 500 bucks to get at least like one mountain warfare bundle, because that's the bundle that gives the most amount of crystals. So I mean, it really like heavily incentivizes for you to spend money to even like be able to compete, which I think like this is like one of the biggest issues that the game is facing right now. Because if it was like, I don't know, like 100, 200, 300, even like 400 bucks, it would be like much easier for me to like say this is like a reasonable amount. But like 1,300, like 1,500 to max out technology. Because for example, I like playing as a garrison player or like a rally leader. That's why I usually migrate to season 2 kingdoms to do rallies and stuff in like season 2 and in season 3. Because season 3 you don't have technology and you have access to SOC commanders. So that really is like one of the things that irritate me the most. That and like the armament system. As you can see, I have a few decent armaments. Let me actually show you my sets of armaments. This is my wedge cavalry. Nothing crazy, but I do have a lot of like double inscribed ones. But the problem with this system is that it's basically gambling. It takes like so much money to get an improvement over your existing armaments. You can like watch Chisgo. When he does like a lot of armament pulling, he usually gets shit. It's not often that you can get a better armament, even if you do a lot of like armament chests, which is the problem. Like, there's no clear goal towards your armaments. It's not like you can like get a piece of like an equipment or an armament piece and like you'll gradually upgrade it, and that's a big problem. Because it's just, at the end of the day, just gambling. You purchase like boxes of armaments in order to like try to get a better piece, but at the end, like, you fully maxed out a bundle like $385, and in the end you might get something better or you might get nothing, or there's like a very minimal chance that you might get a legendary inscription, which is what you desire, most of the time. But it's what it is, I guess. I mean, I strongly believe that armaments and like SOC technology is what's causing the game to like plunder in like popularity. Like right now, they're trying to make kingdom smaller, uh, because if you want to have like rewards, you want to get rewards at the end of kvk, the maximum amount of like inscription chests is like I think 240. No, it's 300, but you may get like 240 if you hold the zig at the end. So kingdoms are like incentivized to shrink, because back in the day, like we had huge kingdoms, like 4 or 5 fighting alliances kingdoms. Now most imperiums have like 1 or 2 alliances worth of power. So that's really one of the things, one of um, the most like I wouldn't say egregious, but it's one of the stupidest things that like Lilith has done, to incentivize kingdoms to shrink smaller. Because sure, I mean it's not really like fun to fight against kingdoms like 1093, which have such a high number of like players. But it's also not fun if, for example, you make a kingdom with like 30 active like high spenders, and since they have only like 30 active players, they can matched with like I don't know, C seeds or D seeds, and the D seeds they're usually like not really active. They have like maybe 1 or 2 dudes that spend like money on technology. So when these like stacked kingdoms with like 20 to 30 players that are active and are spending face them, they just completely destroy them. I think like one of these kingdoms is like 13, 16. That are able to like get matched with basically D seeds and C seeds, and get like easy wins and easy inscriptions and easy legendary inscriptions, which is it's just like a very powerful strategy to get inscriptions, to get legendary inscriptions, because legendary inscriptions are powerful, but it's not good for the overall health of the game. I mean, like, I've enjoyed the game maybe for the first like 2 or 3 years of its like lifespan, but with the additions of like so many technologies that you can't really catch up unless you're spending a lot of money, it's not really enjoyable that much for me. It's just I don't know. I've uh, I've been playing like Clash of Clans lately for like a month and a half, I think, and I feel like I'm having like much more fun playing other games, even other like mobile games, rather than to play Rise of Kingdoms, because the grind in this game is just killing me. I really prefer to come on. It's KVK. I kill off my troops. I fight. I spend my resources, and I get to go do other stuff. Because most of the time KVK is just like burning like forts upon forts upon forts. Like imagine doing this for like a week. You defeat the enemy camp in KVK, and like you defeat them in like 2 or 3 days. It's fighting. There's like action going on, and then they like back fort, and you have to burn, like you have to be always online to like burn these forts for like a week straight. It really is like it's a chore. It's not like a game. It's like I'm employed. I have like a second job or something like that, and it shouldn't feel like that way. Like I've said it in the past, I feel like, but KVKs should not be like freaking 50 days or 40 days. KVK should be like 25 days or like 30 days a month or 20 days. We have like so many useless chronicles, like kill like set amount of barbarian forts, and then you have to wait 2 days for the next chapter to open. It's just stupid, man. It's not fun, like nobody enjoys this. I don't know how they haven't like figured out in like 6 years of the game running that the like one of the bigger problems in this game is that KVK lasts for damn too long. It's just too long, man. It's too long, and like you have to farm like so many resources, or you have to like buy them from third party sellers, you know and like one of my biggest mistakes is like so far I haven't really created a farm. That's why my kill points are like so low, because I don't have resources to fight in KVK, and but I refuse to create like farms because just too much hassle. Some people have like 20, 30 farms. I I don't want to do this. It's like the fucking game is like a second job. As I said, it's just too much, and like that's like the over like arching theme that the game is has now become for me. It's just too much like me working, putting in efforts to like farm or to like grind for SOC crystals, like killing barbarians. It's not worth it anymore. I feel like, man, it really isn't. I'm not gonna quit it, but I'll probably stick around for a KVK, like one or two more KVKs, and then I'll just retire, go to some Dead Kingdom, and log in twice, maybe 3 times, 4 times, like a week, But it really is not like what it used to be back in the day, where you didn't have technology. You come in, you fight for a little, and then you're exhausted, and you've killed off your troops. You go to Home Kingdom, and you just go do something else, like in real life. Go, go touch grass. Go live your life essentially. And it's really not fun anymore for me, because the issues with technology and armaments and like shit like that. They just release new systems, and again, unless you're like spending a lot of money, you're not catching up. You can't catch up. And even if you like used to spend a lot of money like 2 or 3 years ago, if you come back, like you have no armaments, like you have like no iconic crystals, you're still behind. It's like you spend those money for like nothing. They just power creep stuff so badly that it really like doesn't matter. You have to be constantly on the grind, and that's like what's like pissing me off the most about this game, man. Like, here is an example. They released these like new city teams like a year ago. They started releasing like 15% city teams, because the legendary city team used to be like 10%, and you still had to grind like Zenith of Power for these skins. But like nowadays, you can go to like the SOC shop, and you can just purchase them for like a fraction of what it would like otherwise take you to obtain them, like back in the day. They shouldn't like power creep so heavily, because like 10% and like 15% is like 50% like power difference, if you think about it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what they've done. um these are my stats. It's nothing too crazy, as I said. Good amounts of deaths. uh I've never been like zeroed in KVK, but one time I was like zeroed by my own kingdom, because I didn't have time for the game. I was like working at Domino's, and just didn't have time. I had a lot of like troops. It was after a Zenith that I had trained like 4 million like tier 5s, or 3 point something million tier 5s. But yeah, it really is not fun for me anymore, man. And you know I fully intend on like Not spending as much time as I used to in the game, because I don't believe they're gonna change anything about it. I don't believe they're gonna reduce like the power of SoC technology, you know. So I'm still like not gonna be able to compete unless I spend like 300 or 400 bucks, which is it's a pretty steep price to pay. I feel like if they like reduced it to like 200 or like 300 to max, like, or to be, or to have like 60 or 70% of the way there to maxing technology, I think it would make a lot more sense. But you know, that's from my point of view of like a mid spender. I wouldn't call myself a mid spender. I spend like 50 to like 100 bucks a month, so like a low spender. You know, that's my point of view. But you know, thank you for watching, and I will probably see you in another video.